Welcome everyone to a new edition of IT Breaking News. Our series, previously done some years ago more consistently, that I wanted to revive for some longer time already. Leave in the comments below how you like and dislike it. Usually we discuss the latest and greatest IT vulnerabilities, starting with our acropalypse, serious privacy vulnerability in Google's Pixel's inbuilt screenshot editing tool markup, and enabling partial recovery of original unedited data, cropped and redacted. As it not the most important bug and security vulnerability, because screenshots usually have PDF documents and then CIA, FBI blacklists there, some stuff, or your own with social security and stuff. That is certainly more security vulnerability. The biggest shout out here to this is apparently the implementation detail of that. So it turns out somewhere in the details, according to their website, that the issue is due to Android not supporting the ANSI, I guess, POSIX standard of file truncation. So this open with W for writable file and truncate. Apparently Android, according to this, somewhere in either the C library or the patch kernel, most likely the C library. Who knows? Probably the C library. And so that is a bigger shout out of like, yeah, this happens. Also testing, perfect code, right? Previous video on my Moment channel. You want your code to be perfect, and also, of course, implementing standard stuff the thousands way. Bugs to be found and hidden. There's a good reason why other people use the GNU C library, Musel, libc, but Google had, of course, roll their own stuff. Yeah, if you roll your own stuff, either kernel C library or especially security algorithms, then usually you have more bugs than features. And so with that, most likely plenty of other bugs hiding in plain sight, waiting for data corruption to be hidden. Because what happens here is that the screenshot is rewritten after editing, cropping and stuff, and then instead of truncating that, the previous remaining data still remains to be there, so you can restore all the other data. You cannot restore everything, but at least the end, so not necessarily the beginning if you crop at the beginning, but what you cropped at the bottom you can restore. Other Project Zero from team at Google, multiple internet baseband remote code execution vulnerabilities in Exynos modems. And so yeah, late 2020, early 23, the Project Zero team discovered 18, not one, not two, but freaking 18 zero-day vulnerabilities in Exynos modems produced by Samsung Semiconductor. The foremost severe of the 18 vulnerabilities, CVE 2023-24033, and the 3 other vulnerabilities assigned have yet to be signed. So yeah, so many security vulnerabilities, CVEs yet to be assigned. But so the crazy thing is, that is of course why we want why we would want open source, right? Why not only Intel's management engine, AMD's secure whatever, coprocessor, whatever stuff there, or modems, why some people, I think around Harald Oelte and others, started already open baseband, whatever the project name is. But recurring theme, right? Big mega corporations, not only that you and me could make bugs and mistakes and stuff, but that is the thing, right? Big mega corporations rolling their own stuff, thinking they are the best, the greatest of the industry, and in reality they also only cook with water and don't have test suits, right? Previous video, more perfect code and test suit, more test suit, fuzzing. And if this stuff, sure, without source, security by obscurity, it is harder to reverse engineer and so on, but not impossible. And the recurring theme that security related code needs to be open source and reviewed by as many people as possible, because otherwise 18, nearly 2 dozens of security vulnerabilities. So what's the problem? If you're wondering what this baseband is, the code that is running on the modem that connects there to your 5G, 4G, and so on. So that is usually on coprocessors or secure, coprocessors, allegedly secure, on very cheap phones of decades ago, or maybe even today the cheapest phones. It is even possible to run this with hopefully a microkernel on the application processor to save money, obviously. And so that is the code that drives the radio part of your modem and all the various, usually insecure protocols for all the over-the-air communication stuff. And so with that, with the vulnerabilities, of course, the worst of the vulnerabilities, because then people attacking you, the state of age, right, state actors, other criminals can root or access your, like men in the middle, or access your data, remotely log into your machine. With that, in similar recurring news, Microsoft fixes Outlook 0-day, not the first time, certainly not the last time. Recurring theme of security at big mega corporations and trusting Microsoft Windows and Outlook. 0-day used by Russian hackers in this day and age since April 22. Microsoft has recurringly patched hashtag aka peakbugs 0-day vulnerability 2023-23-397 exploited by hacking group linked to Russian military intelligence service GRU. Target European organization. Security vulnerability was exploited to attack in attacks target and breach a network of fewer than not what the network of fewer than 15. Why do they write fewer than 15? Not anyway. Yeah, if you have security vulnerabilities, this day and age, hackers, scammers, state actors, got to use them. In similar news of amazing Microsoft software quality internet control message protocol ICMP remote code execution vulnerability. That is of course also a very bad thing, similar to baseband stuff. Always running on your network stack for various management tasks. And yeah, remote code execution, of course, like in that code that receives all packages, of course, another worst case scenario of remotely logging into your Windows or embedded machine without authentication. In similar amazing news, anonymous operation, not sure if, no idea, it could be true, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but recurring reminders that obviously your satellites needs to be a little bit secure as well, because anonymous claiming here they hacked Russian satellites. Certainly this day and age in war times, it's like, yeah, if you run not stellar peakbug software, maybe Windows or other outdated Linux or Android libc with non-standard conformant stuff and bugs and features, that's what you get. But also the Western world, I'm not saying that American satellites are necessarily that much safer. In similar amazing news, at Microsoft, apparently a Microsoft focused security shout out today. According to someone on Twitter, allegedly, they can't believe they purchased a Microsoft 10 Pro key online in the Microsoft store, apparently, and as some people at times have it, license code didn't work. Like, yeah, 2023, apparently you need to phone with Microsoft support to get your Windows activated. And I mean, I wouldn't need to have any company log into my machines remotely, which also my company usually doesn't do with remote users for exactly this reason, like helping with our software, scanning OCR and stuff. Like, sorry, we provide email support, can't log into remote machines. Also, not to be blamed, it's like you log into your customers' machines and later they find viruses and data stolen. Like, thank you very much. But yeah, allegedly their support logged in there with whatever screen remote login software, and allegedly to this Twitter report, they used forum software they found somewhere to crack that instead of, like, yeah, you buy a license key at Microsoft and all you get is their support looking and mind blown. Cracking their authentication, I have no words. In similar news, John Deere of this right to repair prevention lobbying company, and you can't service your own tractor anymore. Apparently growing discussions about GPL violations, like buy your expensive non-repair tractor, farming equipment, and you're not getting tools, access and schematics and stuff to repair your tractor on the field out there in the countryside. But even though we use plenty of GPL software, apparently allegedly according to various posts on the internet, software freedom conservancy and stuff. So if you have further details there, discussions, if you own a tractor, disassembled, reverse engineered some stuff, then you probably want to chat there with compliance at asifconservancy.org. In recurring news, printer vendors also continue to outrage their users with not only digital right management, the ink, but also suddenly bricking printers again. Recurring theme, I think previously last year Canon and Epson, as far as I remember, order might be reverse and recurring theme. Not only DRM, but also recurrently firmware update. Brick your previously working devices for suddenly more DRM third-party ink prevention mechanisms. In last but not least similar but not amazing news, Brave New World, renewable energies, cloud connected batteries, and why also recurring theme, why I wouldn't want to have any LED light bulbs, door locks or my battery connected to the internet, because whatever the case was here, maybe power outage or whatever, stuff rebooted. What was actually the issue? So that was a inverter for solar cells and battery power, and SunGrow battery SBR096 and inverter SH10RT, and apparently in the middle of the day this stuff stopped working without any actions there, and after that this stuff was also not working at all anymore apparently. So pressing some buttons, whatnot, error code 964 and stuff Brave New World, not only printers but also vendors break your battery and inverter in the middle of the day. And why? Recurring theme recommendation, pro tip: don't do Internet of Things. There is no reason, no real reason. It's you can also switch off your light by standing up, and you don't need smart heating stuff. Timer program, sure, it might be a little bit off if you have a good old-fashioned timer programmed heating, still saving similar amount of energy. It's not like you if you have some somewhat thought through programmed timer for your heating system, it's not like with smart heating, detecting where you are and stuff, that you save that much more than 5% or whatever. I also have timers in my batteries, like good old-fashioned, not Internet of Things connected timers for good old-fashioned heating systems and stuff. And it's even if you saving 5% more, which maybe you do, maybe you don't, and sure, sometimes you come home and it's not the ideal temperature and stuff, but hey, 100 years ago people survived worse stuff. So also with batteries, I'd rather have my stuff working than not only be remote hacked and bricked by the vendor in the middle of the day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this IT breaking news and summary. I wanted to revive this for quite a while. Leave in the comments below if what you liked, and always drop me IT security vulnerability news by email or Discord channel or YouTube comments. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I hope you learn.